So this video, we're going to go over some beginner must-know things about the Procreate app. So I have my iPad Pro, I have my Apple Pencil, and this icon here, Procreate. We're going to open it because there are a few shortcuts that I would have loved to have known about when I first started on Procreate. When you open this up, you're going to see the canvases. Okay, so this is your gallery, the gallery of all your art is where all your art projects are going to be stored. Now, to get started, you either want to click on a canvas or you want to use a canvas. So you'll see different sizes here. You can click this plus button and you can make a custom size canvas. I'm just going to go ahead and choose screen size. It's going to open up a canvas that, you guessed it, is the size of the screen. To get back to your gallery, you're going to up in the top left hand, you can tap on gallery, it'll take you back. To get back to your artwork, we'll just tap on it. What these are is like your paper or your canvas that you write or paint on or draw on. We're going to go over these tools that are up here in the top right. Brushes. You can see all the different types of brushes that are inside. The ones that come standard with Procreate. There are so many in here. You can pick brushes to paint. You can pick textures. You can find elements. So this tool right here, which is the little squares, these are your layers. So what you're looking at on the iPad is the background layer. And on top of that would be another layer that you would write on. When you think of layers, layers are basically, think of tissue paper. Think of pieces of tissue paper laid upon one another. You can see through each layer to see what's beneath. Okay. You can add layers by hitting that plus button. To duplicate layers, you just slide it to the left and hit delete. The only layer that you can't get rid of is the first layer. If you click the little check mark here, it will take the white away or the background color away and give you a transparent background. To get that back, I would just check that and it brings it back. Okay, I can change my background color. So if I wanted to use a darker background color, I can change it. Say you came in and I made this line and I want to get rid of that. The tools up top here, this one here is your eraser. You could then just come down here and erase. Okay. This one here is a smudge or a blending tool. So I could come down with that and blend that out. This comes really in the handy when you're painting and drawing. Where your color wheel is, when you tap that, the color wheel will come up. You can then use your pencil to come around and choose different colors. You could go to the purest form of the color and you can just move this all around. To get back to, say you want to get to a true black, if you tap down here at the bottom, it will bring you back to a true black. If you want a true white, tap up here, it will bring you back to a true white. You can create palettes. Down here I have many palettes made. You would basically hit the plus and then you can import colors, find harmony, colors that will go together in harmony. So if I choose pink, basically it would give me the opposite. So the complementary colors right there, I'm complementary. So the complementary to blue is orange. It will just show me what the opposite of that color is. If I tap on this, I can find split complementaries. So what is opposite with the green? That would be the bright pink and the purple. You can just play with this. Analogous, this top slider, the further you go up, you'll see the bigger the dot gets. That is the size of your brush. This is opacity, so how see-through the color is. A few hand gestures that you'll need to know. To erase, you can come over here and use this arrow button, and it will erase the last thing that you did in succession. But another way to erase is a quick gesture tool with your hand. So two finger taps on the screen will erase. Take 3 fingers, hold it on the iPad, and just start to wiggle. It erases the whole canvas. Let's come back up here really quickly to our layers. You can organize the layers. You can put 2 on top of 3 by just holding your finger there. You can move your layers around and turn them off so they're transparent. I'm going to turn them all back on just by clicking that little N. The top left, and this is a tool right here. This is going to select whatever's on that layer. See how this is highlighted? Layer 2 is highlighted. If I hit select, it will select whatever is on layer 2 there. I can then move that around wherever I want it on the paper, and I can resize it. And the real fun comes in down here. When you look at the bottom, we've got the select on. We're on this layer. There's freeform, uniform, distort, and warp. I can freeform. I can just click that, and then I can come over here, and when I pick a corner and hold down, I can move that around in a freeform way. Okay, so if you get the drift, you get the idea of that. I can then come over here to distort, and I can move and really distort that however I want it by dragging those corners around. Warp is fun. We get to then use the pen to move it around. So we can warp things. I can then use this tool right next to it. This will cut. So if I want to move part of this circle somewhere else on here, I can tap that, the little ribbon there. I can come in here with my pencil and select the part that I want to move. Then I'm going to tap the select button. I'm going to come back over here to uniform, and I can then move that part anywhere that I want it. So then we have this little button here. These are our adjustments. We can adjust the hue, the saturation, and the brightness. We can play with the color balance, curves, but there's glossy and blur. You can then use your pencil, drag it, and you'll see it's only going to blur whatever layer that we're on. So if I want to blur both layers at the same time, I'm going to push this one to the right and push this one to the right, and you'll see both are selected. Now, the wrench, we can add things to our canvas. We can insert a photo. So I could bring my little gingerbread in and add her to the canvas, move her around. When she comes in, you'll see she goes on another layer. Let's come back to the wrench. I can add text by clicking here. We can open the canvas. Canvas, we can crop and resize. We can turn on animation assist or turn it back off. Page assist, or we can turn it back off. Drawing guide, something I use a lot. The drawing guide puts the little grids on your canvas, and then you can edit the drawing guide from there. You can change the color of your grid to whatever you want it to be. Okay, but then it's also fun to play with here the isometric, the perspective, and the symmetry. I can draw a line, right? And say I can't draw a straight line. Okay, well, the iPad will help you with that. So when you bring and come down, if your hand's shaky, hold the pencil tip on the iPad and don't lift off. It will then give you a straight line. And until you lift off, you can move that line wherever you want it to be, and you can resize it. I can draw a circle, and don't lift up off. I'm going to come around a couple times. It automatically will make a circle. If I do not lift my pen off, I can then resize the circle as big or as small as I want it to be. A square. Okay, now you can see that looks more like a quadrilateral. If I come up here and tap, I can then make it to whatever I want it to be. A rectangle. You can move things around. If I was drawing a line and if I just tap once, it automatically straightens my line. If I was trying to draw a circle, I can tap. If you want to save it, you come back up here to the top, hit the wrench, click share. You get to save it as a PSD, a PDF, JPEG, PNG, or a TIFF. There are also animated files and things down here. You can save it PDFs. So I would usually save it as a PNG. I hope this video helps a little bit with getting you started with Procreate. I can't wait to delve into each one of these items in the next couple of weeks. See you then.